What if the cause of your chronic fatigue lies in the liver? There can be many reasons for chronic fatigue, ranging from anemia to emotional burnout. It is always useful to consult a specialist. However, one of the most common causes can be checked right now. Let's talk about the role of the liver. My consultation experience shows that physicians often do not have enough time to provide detailed explanations. That is why so many people today look for answers from artificial intelligence. Of course, this video does not replace a visit to a doctor, but increased fatigue is not always a disease. As always on the channel Doctor of Naturopathy Vladimir Sokolinskiy, we learn to look beyond isolated symptoms. Let us instead look together at the details of how increased fatigue manifests in your case. I also encourage you to review your lab test results. Perhaps you have had an ultrasound examination as well. Some functional disorders are ignored until they turn into serious disease. When we begin to support the liver in time through lifestyle changes, nutrition, and nutraceuticals, this can lead to a noticeable increase in energy. So, here are the typical signs of chronic fatigue related to impaired liver function. 1. Fatigue does not improve with rest. You wake up already feeling tired. 2. Cognitive impairment or hepatic brain fog. 3. Fatigue worsens after meals, especially after fatty foods combined with simple carbohydrates. 4. Other symptoms: heaviness in the right upper abdomen, bowel irregularities, bitter taste, skin itching. What should raise concern in blood tests? ALT and AST at the upper limit of normal or too low, elevated GGT, high cholesterol, elevated glucose or insulin. My name is Vladimir Sokolinskiy. I am a hereditary doctor specializing in naturopathic and integrative approaches. My great-grandfather was a well-known physician and healthcare administrator in St. Petersburg. One of my distant relatives discovered vitamin B1. I have been consulting for over 25 years, including the last 10 years in Europe. If this serves as a good recommendation for you, I have written 12 books on natural medicine and I am a grandfather 3 times over. I live and work for you in the mountains of the Czech Republic. Why does liver health impact energy? Point 1. Regulation of carbohydrate metabolism. Glucose is the main source of fast energy for the brain and muscles. The liver acts as a buffer, maintaining stable blood glucose levels. When energy is insufficient, the brain signals this through fatigue or even headaches. After meals, the liver stores excess glucose as glycogen. This process is called glycogenesis. Between meals, at night or during fasting, the liver breaks down glycogen and releases glucose into the bloodstream. This is glycogenolysis. Even mild fatty liver disease is enough to cause weakness, hunger, and brain fog a few hours after eating. Even mild fatty liver disease is enough to cause weakness, hunger, and brain fog a few hours after eating. Point 2. Fat metabolism. When glucose is insufficient, the liver produces ketone bodies, efficient energy for the brain. But when liver function is impaired, fat accumulates instead of becoming energy. Point 3. Protein metabolism. The liver synthesizes proteins and detoxifies ammonia. When ammonia accumulates, we feel poisoned. Liver also regulates cortisol and thyroid hormones. You may ask me, what can be done? At first glance, the answer seems simple. We all know from advertising that hepatoprotectors exist, natural substances. They can protect liver cells from damage, such as phospholipids, omega-3 fatty acids, curcumin, sulfur, artichoke, and milk thistle. Others improve bile structure, helping it remove toxins from the liver more effectively. The Dr.Sokolinskiy naturopathic systems also include such formulas, for example, ziflanium. However, few specialists take into account that the greatest burden on the liver comes from the intestine. All substances absorbed into the bloodstream from the gut first enter the liver via the portal vein, where they are checked for safety by hepatocytes and the immune system, the so-called Kupffer cells. If you have bowel irregularities, a large number of toxins reach the liver daily. The first practical step is to eliminate damaging dietary factors like excess sugar and alcohol. How can intestinal function be improved? In the video description, I provide a link to my methodology. This is not about treating diseases. It is about supporting self-regulation. The first practical step is to eliminate damaging dietary factors. The liver does not like irregular meals, excess sugar and fructose, refined flour, excessive animal protein, alcohol, smoking, especially electronic chemical products. And do consider liver support with hepatoprotective agents. Please check the video description. I would appreciate it if you shared this video. Please also subscribe to the channel. It helps me share more useful information with you.